Chapter 5. Believe in the Supreme. Faith alone does not design one's life totally. It is also designed by the prarabdha karma, which we call as purva janma vasanas, that is, actions of previous births. An astrologer or a person who reads the Nadi Shastras, a science of ancient scriptures that foretell the future, will explain the cause of one's birth and life experiences as results of actions in the previous births, or karmas. So, the actions of previous births are responsible for the design of one's height, weight, etc. in the present birth. But this does not apply to the future. People think that future can be predicted. This is because of the prarabdha bhavishya, future projections of the past deficits. Something that is bound to happen as a result of the accumulated actions of the past and which has to take fruition in the future. Hence, what can be predicted is only the residue of past and not the entire future. That is why we say, till today you were doing wrong. Leave it and start doing something good, which is acceptable to mind from now onwards. There is no value for dharmo rakshati rakshitaha if we continue with the bad ways. Then, why should we do dharma, deeds or actions that benefit all? It is because dharma has the power to protect. This is why one has to follow some dharma. We want money, and for that we follow adharma or dubious means. We consciously do it, knowing fully well that what we are doing is adharma, since we get easy money. We continue in this manner feeling that this is the right way, which is not necessary. If one has to get money, he can get through legal means. If one closely sees his life, whatever money one has earned is just by doing a postman's job. A person was boasting about his assets. He had foreign cars, bungalows, many efficient servants, etc. He was saying that just because he was in politics, he could not stop earning money, and this had resulted in all these assets. If you carefully observe, he has done just a postman's job in accumulating all these assets. He felt whatever he had earned were all his. He has spent some amount for the house construction, and that money has reached the contractors who constructed his house. The money spent on buying a car has reached the salaried people who were involved in manufacturing it. So, whatever he is earning is just for transferring it like a postman to somebody else. One has to understand the deeper aspect of this. Whatever one does to accumulate money, though it may be great in the eyes of others, in essence, it is just a transfer of money from one source to another. Many businessmen lose money in business. To regain lost money, they go on doing more business. It is nothing but a postman's job. They have to pay back the bank for all the assets, salaries to workers, etc. So, if you see, they are working only for others and not for themselves. The ultimate worth of all these efforts is not equal to the gross worth of their own selves. So, think deeply as to what for they are doing all the work. The amount of money that one earns is written in his prarabdha. One may get rupees 10 lakhs, but the dues may be 11 lakhs. Prarabdha decides that one must have a deficit of rupees 1 lakh. So, one cannot say that he has earned money. It is just what is written in one's fate that one gets. Do dharma and get money through dharma. Dharma means what is naturally acceptable to your mind. This way, the destined amount will accrue to you in a harmonious manner. Some people have misled the youth. There are hundreds of ways to earn legalized money. What is needed is a little use of brain and thinking that one should earn money through right means so that one will have peace of mind. One should be practical and not just dream. We should have practical views about life and our work. That is our dharma. Dharma is not just a big word written in Vedanta as Manudharma. Work which is acceptable or done without disturbing the mind is dharma. If the mind is not hurt while doing an act or karma, one should confidently do that karma. Karma done that way becomes dharma. Then dharma itself will protect the doer. When one does karma in tune with the dharma, peace of mind is achieved. That is, ananda loka, or real happiness. Everyone is trying to get something. In the process of trying to get something, they get crooked ideas. The worst education is the education about money and property. Suppose we have earned a lot of money in an illegal manner. Our assistants or subordinates also try to do the same. So, they design crooked ways to get property and money from us. People devise some devious means or methods to get money. It is nothing but robbery. They are not ready to part with money because they find it very attractive. They feel that they cannot live without money and end up suffocating themselves. One needs oxygen for the body, but you cannot hold the oxygen forever after inhaling. You have to exhale it. The education is given to impart the understanding that oxygen is needed for running the body. However, it cannot be held back. It has to be let out so that new oxygen will flow in. Similarly, if blood is needed for the body, it should not get clogged. It should get circulated everywhere. If it is obstructed, we will get a hemorrhage. We need water for drinking. If rivers don't flow from one village to another, life will stop. Rivers need to flow. Similarly, money also needs circulation. It should be made available for circulation. Then only a person lives. Otherwise, one is dead with that thought. It is better to die than live like that. Jagat means movement. Ja, that which has taken birth, and Gat, has to move. So, all of us have to move. Only Brahman is stagnant and silent. That Brahman we have to catch. Even the supreme egoistic person should have this aim only. In that Brahman only, one gets the kind of power and confidence to face anything in this world. If at all one has to desire, they should desire to see Brahman and to realize the self. If you see the physical body, it ages with time and becomes useless and unattractive. See what has happened to all those heroines of yesteryears. They are all old now. Everything is moving. Beauty is not stagnant. Even a structure like Taj Mahal has to be maintained. So where can one search for beauty? Beauty is not in the eyes of the seeker. It is available deep within everyone as Ananda, which is ageless. We have to catch that and live peacefully. Technically, education is divided into two types. One is known as Paravidya, or education that leads to evolve spiritually. The second type is Aparavidya, education that makes you live materialistically, that is, earn money, that which helps in achieving materialistic world. These two serve as pointers. By using intelligence, we can achieve success. However, Brahman, who is without any quality, cannot be taught by these methods of education. These two are essentially only pointers. An old lady living in one part of the country knew only the language spoken there. She was of the opinion that everywhere the same language was only spoken. When she went to other places, to her astonishment, she found many other languages being spoken. This shows the ignorance. All are fools thinking that they know everything. Ignorance has to be removed by jnana or wisdom. Once wisdom is lost, everything is lost. People often say things, but they do not follow what they preach. This is nothing but mental understanding. There is no real experience. It is something like teaching mathematics. Someone creates the formula, but no one knows what is a squared, b squared, and 2ab, the formula a plus b whole square. No one wants to understand it. The holy books are just like the formula. By reading them, people would only have understood a bit. That is what they have got. Because everyone is growing in the Mastakaloka or the mental sphere. It is like people talking about charity without practicing it. There is no experience to establish the understanding. In one of the yoga camps, a person was given more preference because of the community. He spoke about Bhagavad Gita and said, hereafter no one needs to worry because Bhagwan or Lord has said, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Yoga means luck and Kshema means health. People who had gathered there became very happy after hearing this. They understood that luck means money and happiness is obtained through money. What he told was true in a materialistic way. But if we think deeply, we will realize that there is no yoga if there is no spirituality. The true meaning of yoga is to experience unity. Luck or adrishta means that which cannot be seen or explained. So, the real meaning of luck is God. So, merging with God is yoga. Kshema means spiritual health. That is very essential. If there is no healthy feeling, we curse ourselves. That which grows is kshema. In spiritual consciousness, one expands and dies. That is, we die in all other levels of consciousness and we become alive to the supreme consciousness. We should watch our health. If we do not pay attention, we become sick. One's mind and health should be in his control. If we do not get what is expected, we become unhealthy or rogi. Health and sickness cannot be attributed to the world. Everything like junk food should be condemned and avoided. Food should be taken to satisfy the hunger. It should not be too hot or too cold. It should be mildly hot. In the Arogya Shastra or the health science, food without these qualities is not accepted. In India, everything is perfect. Science has grown till Atman. Mysticism is the highest science. A realized person or a mystic can see the water on Mars, which was scientifically proved much later. No one believed when this was said. Likewise, a mystic knows the medicine for AIDS and cancer. It can be discussed. So, we should believe in mysticism, the highest science.